This is I'm going to show you how to make strawberry, kind of like a whipped pie, and it's fairly easy, and yeah, so here we go. We need 2 cups of water to go in. And that's 2 cups. Usually I put my water in my microwave, and let's go for, let's see, boiling. Probably want to go for about 5 minutes. Make sure it's really hot, and so we'll come back to that as soon as it's done. Alright, while the water is boiling for the hot part of the Jello, we also need to combine ice and water for a quick set Jello, because we don't want to take as much time for it to set. It can't really set that much because we've got to mix it in with the whipped cream and then pour it into the crust that we have prepared for it. So get 1 cup of water and then put ice in it. I usually use really big on filtered water. So alright, we've got the boiling water. Well, it's not really boiling, but it is hot enough. So 5 minutes to the trick. And we want to take out our packet. I tend to use actual Jello. I love strawberry. That's one of my favorite flavors. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down just for a second. And now we're going to pour the contents into the actual, as you can see, it's jelly. And we need to get to it before it starts. We need to make sure it doesn't clump. We just stir to make sure that we make everything dissolve before we put the water. Now it's pretty hot, but as you can see, the camera's fogging up just a little bit. But we're doing a quick set, so it won't take nearly as long as it usually does when you put it in the refrigerator. Alright, now we want to add, after that's stirred up, we want to add the cold water with the ice. To actually get it ready, a little bit ready. We're not really concerned about it thickening. We don't want it to thicken because we have to mix it with the whipped cream that we have sitting over there. Just make sure everything is dissolved and all the ice is completely gone before you get ready to mix anything else. I have fat-free whipped topping, which really doesn't do anything, but it's less calories. And so if you're allergic, they do sell non-dairy whipped cream or whipped topping, so you can try to find that. Usually Kroger has it, and I've used this before too, so it's not as bad. But what you want to do is make sure it's thawed. Usually before you get ready to make this Jello, you need to take all the ingredients out, mainly the whipped cream, and let it sit out for maybe an hour or so that it's really soft when you get ready to combine the ingredients together. Okay, it's soft actually, which is weird because I just took it out like a couple minutes ago because I forgot and left it in the freezer. So let's get a mixing spoon, and we actually really want a spatula because we want to make sure that its texture doesn't we have to make sure we're going to stir the Jello into the sauce. We're going to stir the Jello into this sauce. So what we might want to do, because we might not have enough whipped cream, so we might want to add another, these are small, so we might want to add another whipped cream topping for, like, maybe some, not all of it, but a little bit of it. Alright, once you've gotten all of your cream in that you're going to use, you're going to take the Jello, and you're actually going to see, oh, it's already thickening. You want to try to do everything fast so that it doesn't start coming together like that. So we're going to go ahead and pour this in. Pour it slowly because it's still hot, You still have some of the effects from, and make sure you pour olive oil, otherwise all the red will be everywhere and it is almost virtually impossible to clean off red dye. And now you see we have a big meld of contents of whipped cream and of Jello. So we want to stir this together to get a nice whipped creamy mixture. If it's too watery, add more whipped cream. You should have a thick, almost thick, it looks kind of like Jello, but it's a mixture of Jello and whipped cream. So it should be a thick mixture of pink, or whatever color you choose, whatever flavor you go with, that's what the mixture should be. Okay, now moving on to the crust. Okay, you can actually make your own crust if you want to, but I prefer less stress and less mess, and I go ahead and buy mine. I've had this one for a while, and I'm told cracker crust or graham cracker crust do not go bad, so we're going to see and use this one. Don't worry, the expiration date is like October or something, I don't know. Yeah, but you want to do the sides because the top is always right side up, and the graham cracker crust is protected underneath. So see that nice texture, nice open space, and you might want to wash the top, or because you're going to put that over your food and that's actually been exposed. Really clean like that. So we come back over to our bowl. If you have any excess left over, and I usually do, I just create another pudding mix. Okay, so we're going to take the mixture, and we're going to carefully pour into the crust. And you want to make sure you get more, instead of juice, you want to make sure you get more whipped cream to go in. It just has to whip correctly so that it's thick and it's not completely just Jello. And if it's lumpy, it's okay. That texture will take care of itself. Okay, it's for a better view. You don't want to put too much in there because you want to make sure that it has enough time to has enough room to settle. So you want to leave a little bit of room around the edges, so that if it does harden a little bit, it won't overflow when you take it out, or when you put it in your refrigerator. It won't spill over while it's trying to set. Now, we gotta wash the top, and then we'll put the top on, and you'll see the finished product of the pie. And that, my friends, is a Jello cream pie. Make sure that you place it somewhere where it's level in the refrigerator so that it will turn out even when you take it out. And like me, I just leave it in overnight. It's usually ready in a couple hours, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can slice it just like pie, and it doesn't fall apart. It's pretty cool. It tastes really good. Thanks for watching.